Hello friends, welcome to Aircraft Design course part 2. In previous lecture, you have understood the importance of design, and design must begin with requirements, whether it's a small aircraft, fighter aircraft or even passenger aircraft. So basically there are three phases of aircraft design. First one, conceptual design. Second, preliminary design. Third, detailed design. And finally, leads to an fabrication. First, conceptual design step entails the conceptual sketching, a variety of possible aircraft configurations that meet the required design specification, such as wing unit, tail unit, fuselage unit, and air intake unit. For an example, if I am going to design a large passenger aircraft with a maximum speed of 290 meter per second, that is approximately 0.8 Mach number, 0.85, range about 15,000 kilometer, possibly reducing the landing and takeoff distance by augmenting advanced technology. So in my design requirement, based on my required need to make a conceptual sketch, I have made 4 possible sketches based on my requirement criteria. Now from here, determine the design configuration that meets all the requirements and align to the factor such as fuselage shape, wing configuration and location, engine size and location, tail configuration and location, and other features. Now, other special features in configuration layouts like aerodynamic consideration, blended wing body, structural considerations like whether I have to use Gilson, longerons, or semi-monocoque or monocoque structures, crash worthiness, manufacturability, environmental consideration, whether it will be having a high noise reduction or emissions, etc. Additional considerations for military airplanes like radar detectability, infrared detectability, stealth technology, and finally layout on a paper and CAD software. Based on this configuration layout, estimation of aircraft weight is done. Now, aircraft is a combination of wing, engine, fuselage, tailplane, payload, and fuel weight. So, finding out the critical performance parameters of the aircraft, that is aerodynamic efficiency, wing loading, thrust loading. Now, to check the performance analysis, does the design meet or exceeding the requirement? Suppose if it is not meeting the requirement, then you need to iterate the critical performance parameter. Okay, if yes, then you have to optimize the best design. Optimization is carried out by plotting the performance of different airplane on a graph to obtain the optimum value of your design. This we will see in the very next module by practical demonstration. So, in a nutshell, the conceptual design gives you the proper answer. Will it work? How does it look like? What are the basic designing requirements that is driving through? What method should we consider? And what will be its weight and the cost? So coming to the next is the preliminary design. It arrives in the conceptual design phase. So in this preliminary design, it freezes the optimum design configuration, and from there it develops the lofting. Now, which undergoes several testing like wind tunnel testing, CFD flow analysis, structural and control analysis are carried out. Aerodynamic flaws and structural instability, if any, are corrected. If it's fine, then proceeded for the final design, which is drawn and finalized. Then after finalizing of all the design, it lies in a very key decision with the manufacturer, okay, whether to actually go ahead with the production of the aircraft or not. So several designs are tested and analyzed, including performance, whether it is economically stable or not. If it is stable, then it is moved to a next step, that is a detailed design. It deals with the fabrication aspects of the aircraft to be manufactured. It also determines the design and location of frames, formers, spars, reefs, and other structural element. It also undergoes flight simulation, and flight testing are implemented at this stage. Not only that, it also tests through CFD and finite element method, okay, to achieve and to find the cost effectiveness of the design in a shorter time period. Okay, so in this module you have learned about the basic stages of aircraft design. Hope to see you again in the next module, where you will learn about the initial sizing with a practical demonstration. We love to hear your feedback so I can customize my teaching skill in the very next video. Thank you so much for watching.